Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome to Draw 2. My name is Ramny, and this is another episode of How to Draw. Here in this channel, I help you develop your drawing skills by showing you how to draw your favorite characters from movies, TV shows, comics, books, and video games. If this is your first time here and you want to see more tutorial videos like this one, be sure to press that subscribe button and also hit that bell icon to get notified anytime that I upload a brand new tutorial video. Are you ready to draw? Here are the tools that you'll need for this tutorial. You'll need a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pens with different size nibs for inking. As you're watching this tutorial, remember that you can pause this video at any time so that you can catch up on your drawings. If you still find that this video is going way too fast, you can always hit that speed button at the bottom right to slow it down. We all draw at different speeds, so find a pace that works for you and stick to it. Also, if your drawings look a little different than mine, that is completely fine as well. Having said all of that, let's get right to the tutorial. As you guys can see, I've got my paper in portrait mode for this tutorial, and we're going to go ahead and get started by drawing a circle somewhat a little closer to the left side of the page. About this big, so it's of course it's at the top. We're going to be drawing Daredevil pretty much up to mid-thigh, so we're going to leave some room for that. Let's start by with the circle, and we're going to draw two lines going down the sides, and then we're going to bring those in. As for the jaw and the chin, just like this. So you should have this head shape as soon as you're finished. Okay, I'm going to draw a line going down the center. This is going to be so that we know the sides are going to be equal. Okay, from there we're going to start over here. A tiny little line for the neck. We're going to draw the neck. He's going to kind of be leaning forward with his head. He's got his head kind of forward and not back. So from here, I'm just going to draw this kind of curve. This is going to be the collar line. Okay, and now let's draw the rest of the body. And for the body, I'm going to start off with the trap muscles on the shoulders. And he's got some pretty triangular ones. Now the thing with drawing superheroes is if you make these muscles really broad, that's what gives superheroes that heroic musculature, that heroic look. So the more you make these broad, the stronger your superheroes will seem to appear. Okay, anyway, so here's those muscles, and then I'm just going to draw that shape for that shoulder. And over here, I'm going to draw the shoulders kind of like this. So that's the kind of shape that you want. I'm going to go back over here and start finding the chest, and I want the chest to kind of be right there. So I drew a line across, going back over here, I'm going to draw a line going down. And here's kind of where I want the collarbone and line going down. So this should be about squarish. And for the shoulder, imagine this to be like somewhat a circle. It's kind of squished here at the top. So that's kind of what that looks like. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Now your chest should be this size. I mean, it should not be bigger than Daredevil's head. Now, as usual, I tend to draw my heads smaller initially for some reason, and that's not intentional, it just happens that way. But there you go, there's the head, there's the torso. We're going to have the body twisted in a way so that he's got the side here revealed. Okay, so let's do that. Let me adjust. I'm just going to adjust this slightly. There you go. So I made this wider than here. I'm going to make this go down like this. This kind of goes flat down, and right here we're going to draw that V shape, and then it goes straight down like this. Okay, and right around here we're going to close that off. We're going to bring this a little bit closer in, and right here we're going to draw the belt line as a curve. Okay, before we go any further down, let's go to the left arm. I'm going to draw the bicep and the tricep as a U shape like this, and you want that kind of going further back like this, so he's going to have his arms. Okay, I'm going to draw the forearm like this, so here's one curve, and then here's a longer curve going down. This goes down, and then over here here's a curve. Okay, now you want to pay close attention to where you have the bicep. This is the bottom of the bicep. If you go across, you kind of want the bottom of the bicep to fall in the exact same spot on the other side, going down like this. Okay? Now, forearms go wide and then narrow again. And then just draw 2 lines going down like this, here, and then the wrist is right around here and here. Okay? Let's bring this a little bit further down. I'm going to draw one more line over here, and that's going to be the belt line. And then we're going to draw some loose, rather loose pants on Daredevil, and it's going to go like this. Okay, here's just the little pocket that sticks out, and then a line like this. I'm going to draw this line kind of going down. I just follow it like this, and until you come to about a crotch point right around here. This is where you want the crotch to be. Now going over here, it's got some cargo pants, so like I said, it's very loose. There you go. Let's make that a little bit smaller. Give them a rounder butt. There you go. And then this just goes down. This right here goes down. So here is Daredevil. Let's work on the hands for now. The hands go out, down, and then kind of just makes these 1, 2, 3 lines like this. And then once you get to here, 1 line across, and then a curved line like this. Okay, 1 straight line, curved line, and then this point should be like that. Now we're going to draw his batons. So from here, I'm just going to draw a line going across towards the crotch area, and then 1 more underneath that. So it looks like this. Okay, let me zoom out. Let's look at this side. We do the same thing. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a circle, kind of like an oval for the this part of the thumb. And then here's the thumb. Okay, right here, this kind of goes down. And then like this, and then like that. All right, now we're gonna have the baton from here kind of going, starting right here, we're gonna draw a little, kind of a circle that looks like that. And then from that circle, we're just gonna bring it this way, and it gets slightly wider as you go further this way. And then you'll notice that this circle is bigger than this circle right here. That's of course to account for the fact that it's closer to the front. Actually, let me adjust that slightly. I just want to fix the angle a little bit. I'm going to bring the angle a little bit more this way. There you go. Again, with these tutorials, not everything has to be perfect the first time you put your pencils down. There's a lot of changes that happen. It all depends on where you put your pencils down and how it looks in context with the rest of the other pencils that you have down. There you go. So that's good. Zooming out now. This is the basic shape for Daredevil. Black costume, season 1. Now let's get started with drawing the details. And for the face, really not much going on, because his face, most of his features that are hard to draw, the hardest thing to draw is the eyes, to be honest, but that's going to be covered, so I guess that's good for us. I'm going to draw the eye line anyway, because the nose line is going to be right here. We're going to draw Charlie Cox's nose is going to be kind of a V shape, a wide V with 2 lines going up like this, okay? And then just above that, we're going to draw the mask going from one side to the other. There you go. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. So I just erased it, made it slightly bigger. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these folds that come from the sides here. And they sort of just come out like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just make it look like the fabric right here is not smooth. Give it some roughness to it on the sides. There you go. Okay, now let's draw the back of that. There's that. And then on this side, zooming out slightly, on this side we're going to draw, it's going to cover up this part of the neck here. It's going to come down this way to here, a line across, another one, another line across, but this time zigzags this way, makes this triangle here, and then here goes back up right there. So it looks like this, and then here I'm going to draw a line going down the middle. There you go. Now let's give him some lips. Here's the upper lip. And then just the lips. Now, don't try to get that as perfect as you can the first time around, because that is pretty hard to do. So just try to get it as best as you can. Give him that frown, that scowl, that angry look. I'm trying to find different lines here that make it. Okay, right here's got the two little lines going down below the nostril, and then here we've got those lines, whatever they are. And then he's got some shadow, 5 o'clock shadow, just stubble. So just work that in. There you go. So that's Charlie Cox right there. Let's zoom out. Let's work on the collar piece. And the collar just starts over here and just makes its way around to the other side like this. And here's the neck. I'm just going to draw a line going down like this, just to indicate that it's a neck. One more over here. There you go. And there's the collar piece. Let's smooth this out. I'm going to slightly erase these. I can still see bits of it. But let's work on the torso now. Torso part. Here's where the chest sort of ends. I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3 lines going across right there. And then the other part of the torso goes over here into the shoulder. There you go. Okay. There's a seam going from the armpit going down the side. And I draw that line twice. Okay, this one I'm going to smoothen it out a little bit more. So it looks like that kind of line. Over here, I'm going to give it a couple of bumps to indicate that there's abs happening in there. So here's 1, 2, and then it just goes in like this. So you guys can see, I took out the straightened part, added some bumps to give some hints of some abs. Here I'm going to draw some folds from the armpits going out. And here, some more folds on the side. But for the most part, that's all I'm going to do for this part of the costume. Now, at the top, I'm going to start right here. I'm going to draw a line from here, going down to the bicep. So here's the bicep part. I'm going to draw a line from here going this way slightly, and then it goes kind of up the shoulder all the way to here. And each time you come across a brand new set of muscles, you kind of create a bump, I guess, another curve to show that that muscle is kind of bulging. Is that the word? Anyway, from the armpit, it goes up this way, so it looks like this. Okay. Cleaning up this side of the arm now. So we've got this down. Let's just draw this kind of going in like this. And then here's the tricep, just goes like that. This kind of goes in like that, but not much. Just a tiny hint of a shoulder muscle. Now the thing with Charlie Cox is he's not very muscular. Or he is muscular, but he's not like ridiculously proportioned. He's just a very fit person. Okay, right here we're going to show that he's got some padding behind or underneath his unitard, his costume. So what we're going to do is we're going to add kind of where he would have some elbow padding. And we're just going to draw a hint of a bump for the elbow padding underneath that costume. And it goes in like this. What we're going to do is we're going to create some fabric folds right here, and right here, and one across over here. A seam going down like this. So you guys can notice that it's kind of got this, looks like there's something underneath it, and that's what you want. Okay, this goes down, this goes down. This is still covered in fabric. And then we come across some wrist pads. They look like this with a couple of lines going up and down. And these are like biker gloves. Strap going across right here. And then let's zoom in on the hand. It's got some individual padding. I'm just going to draw it like this just to simplify it. Okay, right here, I'm starting with this curve. I'm going to divide that into 1, 2, 3, 4 bumps. Very subtle bumps. From here, I go down, and then this goes to here. And then this kind of just goes across this way. And then there's 2 more lines here, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, like that. So, kind of what that looks like, and one across right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw just the finger kind of going this way so that it's going around the stick. So here's the stick. You want his baton to go into that arm, the hand. There you go. Okay. And that stick is just a basic baton. Nothing too special about it. There you go. Zoom out. Let's work on the other arm. Clean it up a bit. And then start working on each muscle. Here's the shoulder muscle, the deltoids, and here's the, I guess, the tricep part with some folds going in, and here's the bicep, folds going in as well. So it kind of looks like this. Okay. You don't really see this padding on this side. You don't see much of that, so let's just draw it going across. And then this line here goes across over here. Let's draw a seam going down from here. I'm going to make that seam a little thick. Going all the way down to here. Okay. Now the wrist pads. Lines going up and down it. There you go. And then now let's work on getting the hands right. So here's that part of the thumb. Here's the thumb, and then another little fold of the thumb looking like that. On this side, this goes this way and this way. This folds in. A line going this way, and then a line going this way underneath the baton. And that's it. Here's where the finger folds and goes up around to slightly behind the thumb there. And that's it. Okay, and then here's the baton, just goes this way. And we're good. Okay, so is there anything else? We got a few more things. Let's make the belt. So let's do the buckle. Actually, let's do the top of the pants first. Top of the pants, and then the belt running alongside it underneath. So here's the one belt line, here's the other belt line. And you still, if you guys still have this center line right here, it's sort of just a buckle is right here, kind of where that center is. I want to keep that. And then here's some belt loops, one there, one here on the side. And then this just kind of goes across underneath. There you go. Right here's the crotch part of the pants. And they go into the crotch area. Kind of, the way that I'm doing this is very random. Actually, so I'm going to make it like this. And it just goes in. Okay, now the side of the pants I'm going to draw a seam from here going down the side, going down this way. Okay, and then here's got a pocket. Okay, so here's one line across, here's another line going across it. This is going to be a zipper, so I'm going to draw a little zipper handle there. Okay, there you go. And then here's just the rest of the pants. Here's the back pocket. Kind of goes over here. Back pocket flap. I'm just going to make it stick out a little bit like that. But there you go. Don't make that too prominent. Okay, and then the pocket itself, here's a pocket, goes this way and then goes in kind of behind the baton is where the pocket meets the pants. And then do that twice. Some wrinkles there. Wrinkles going across here. Right there. Some more wrinkles. This is kind of random. Once you have that, zoom out. And there you have it. That is how you do Daredevil, the Man Without Fear from season 1 of the Netflix TV series starring Charlie Cox. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and stay tuned for more Defenders tutorials in the coming days. Thank you for watching. And that is all the time that we have today. Thank you for watching all the way to the very end of this tutorial video. I hope your drawings turned out great. If you guys are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So please head on over to Instagram and tag me with your pictures so that I can see them, or head on over to Google+ and post your artwork there for everybody to enjoy. If you are curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link to those in the description below. And if you feel like being extra generous, I have links below for different ways that you can support this channel. First is my Patreon at patreon.com/draw2. Check it out to find out more about the rewards you get for becoming my patron. Next, I have official Draw2 merchandise that you can purchase, such as t-shirts, mugs, and mouse pads. And finally, you can purchase some of my art prints in my online store at draw2.storeenvy.com. Your contributions go a long way in making sure that content creators like myself are supported so that we can continue making good stuff like this for you guys free of charge. If you guys did like this tutorial, it would help me a great deal. Also, if you liked this video, commented below or shared this with your friends in social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a whole bunch of coloring pages from the tutorials that are on this channel. Again, you guys, all of these links are down in the description below. Finally, thank you once again for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial video.